Hello, this is Chris G0WTZ, head of retail at Moonraker, and I've got something to show you. People do unboxing videos, I'm doing an unbagging video. So here we have an Icom IC-705 case. So inside the case, what have we got? Got an Icom microphone. There we go. That is the Icom HM243. Wonder what that can be for. And a DC lead, random wire antenna matching unit, wire antenna. Let's see what's in here. This might be a bit more interesting. Voila. Hopefully you can see that okay. It's the new Icom 705. Let's make it look a little bit more interesting. I'll just turn it on, put in the speaker microphone. And maybe we'll connect an antenna to it as well. Why on earth not? Be rude not to. So excuse my whittering while I get it all set up. Now then, first of all, it needs to be said that this is a Japanese model. So when I show you VHF and UHF, the repeater shifts will be in the wrong places and it will be a little bit funny. So at the moment, there we are. Listen to a bit of medium wave. I'll just take the bag out the way for the moment. I'll come back to the bag in a few minutes. So there we are. If I turn the volume up. Can't beat a bit of Debbie Harry, can you? There you go, so a bit of medium wave, and I put it on there so you can see the scope. Now it's, where are we, 1948, so it's 20 to 9 in the evening local time, and the sun's just going down, but it's still, you can see how bright and vivid that display is. Now, it's kind of difficult to do what I want to do and see the display. If you've ever used an Icom 7300, 9700 or 7100, it's very, very similar, very intuitive. There you go, nice tight CW filter, nice crisp bright audio. Change to SSB, shoot up the band a bit and see if there's anything about. If we do that and tune a bit quicker. Sorry, I was playing with this a bit earlier on. I think I've got, yeah, that would be a bit more like it. So there we are. If I use the passband tuning, which Icom is famous for, oh, he stops talking, but you can clean up the audio quite significantly. And nothing wrong with that. It's like having an Icom 7300 that does 10 watts. I'm powering at the moment off batteries, and I'll show you all the connectors in a minute, but I wanted you to see it working as a radio. The antenna I'm using is 7.5 meters of wire with a transformer on the bottom. 2E0 ERO has been working with me on that. If you look him up, he's well known for his loops. But he's a good engineer and he's helping me out with this antenna. So there we go. That's the evening top band net, coming in quite clear on 7.5 meters of wire. I think it's incredible. Let's have a... I doubt there'll be much about. It's getting a bit late for 20. Yep. Right, let me just see if there's anybody on the local 77's repeater. Now, I can't... If I transmit on here, then I'm going to have the wrong offset, because as I said that this is a Japanese home market unit, but normally you'd have the offset programmed in, it would be fine. And then if I go to 2 meters, you see what I mean? Here we are, 145/400, and it's put in the repeater shift. And as Murphy's Law would dictate, there's no one on locally. But there we go. Have a quick listen on here. No, they're all waiting for 9 o'clock, which is the time all of us locals tend to get on. 6 meters, I've got this antenna I've got works up to 6. And there's one of the beacons. So it's a very straightforward all band, all mode radio, pretty much like an Icom 7100 with an SDR receiver and a colour display. Does HF 6270, but it's got a lot of other useful features. This symbol at the top here is the GPS, so it knows where you are, and that's useful. You've got all the usual. If I go into the menu, you've got the scope, audio, voice, meter, SWR, record, memory pad, scanning, etc. And then we've got a second lot here, DV card memory, CS, which is for setting up the programming, and you've got some of the bits and pieces I haven't discovered here. DVARPLY, not sure what that is. DV gateway. I think this is all to do with setting up of the D-Star. And then we have the GPS. If I GPS information, there you go. You can see the satellites receiving. All that's available. Now, if I just turn the radio around on its side for you, you can see here we've got sockets for micro SD, a CW key, an antenna tuner, and send an ALC. So obviously they're bringing out a matching antenna tuner, and there's a connection in the back for the amplifier. Then in the side here we've got the mic socket, charging stroke, sorry, no that's not, micro SD card. Then around this side we've got the charging stroke power. Now on the battery, which clips on the back here, you get about 2.5–3 hours of use out of it, depending how much you talk, obviously. And if you connect it up to a 12 volt supply, you go up to the 10 watts output, and the 10 watts will obviously give you much better performance. So so there we are. I hope that's a nice insight into it. And now very quickly, an insight into this bag. The rucksack, the LC, sorry, 192, sorry, just knocked my camera, LC 192. This is inside here, if you can hopefully see, 2 foam rubber strips to support the radio, and there's a leather strap in there, which is to stop it falling out if it's on your back and you've pulled it apart. And then you've got 2 great big storage things here for things like when the ATU becomes available, your antennas, etc. And then on the side of it here, that's for fixing an optional antenna to, so you can walk along with the antenna. And then you've got the gauze side. So when you see the price of the bag, you think, wow, it's a lot of money. But actually, I just bought a bag for my Canon camera. That was 170 quid to take a camera and a few lenses. So you're spending a lot of money on your Icom 705. Treat it with a nice case, and it's, you know, it is a nice rucksack. It's got good solid straps and webbing. So an essential accessory for it, I think. Let me just turn the noise down, and we'll just have a quick look at some of the unique things it's got. It's got FM radio, which, you know, if you're taking this on holiday, you want to be able to listen to FM as well as all your amateur stuff. Airband, don't know if we'll hear anything. Airwaves are a bit quiet at the moment with the lockdown and lack of planes flying, so don't get a lot of traffic at the moment. And then you've got all the amateur bands, and then general, so if you wanted to so there we are, there it is, the Icom 705. Check back in a few days. This is my first YouTube video, just so you can see what it's about, but I will be going out portable and doing a few bits on D-Star and showing you how that works, and bit of CW, bit of SSB, and I don't know what contest it is tomorrow. If it's 2 meters UK AC or 70 sems, I might hop on and have a go. So if you want to work someone on a 705 for the first time, give us a shout. That's me for now, folks. Chris Taylor at Moonraker signing off, but watch this space. I'll be back for more.